Noel Flasterstein is with us. He is an attorney and host of The Gun Show. Gunrightsforyou.com is the website. Tiny tots with their machine guns aglow, and I can't sing. Hey, Noel, welcome. Welcome back.
Hey, Tom. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for joining us. Why is this gun club owner says that it's a holiday tradition for kids to hold machine guns in photos with Santa. Machine guns are designed to kill people. Why would anybody want to put into the mind of a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old or a 4-year-old the idea that here is something that is designed for killing human beings?
Well, I think if we just look at the simple fact that, sometimes we maintain peace through strength. And I don't know why these individuals or this club likes to celebrate their holidays and memorialize it with pictures of kids with machine guns and Santa. But at the same time, I don't have a problem with that. And that's, the individual's creative choice on how they want to memorize memorialize their holidays.
Well, I do have a problem with it. I think that this is child abuse. I think that to say to a child, as you just suggested, hey, it's a dangerous world, and sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. Here's an AK-47. It goes way beyond the advice that some parents give to their kids of if the bully punches you, punch him back. This now is if the bully punches you, blow his guts out.
Well, that's making quite a stretch. Even Martin Luther King, one of our great public figures who. Peaceful demonstrations and peaceful resistance. Even he twice applied to have a gun permit.
When he was 7 years old?
Huh?
When he was 7 years old?
No, not when he was 7 years old.
I mean, Martin Luther King, was getting death threats.
I don't think we need to hide and shelter children from the world we live in. The kids in Gaza and Israel experience it on a daily basis.
And all the more the tragedy. Are you saying that we should be celebrating that hey, let's give these kids some pictures of blowing up kids with cluster bombs or white phosphorus burning their flesh away. That'll make them happy for Christmas.
Well, sometimes I don't think we have to show them pictures when they're seeing it right in front of their eyes, and it's unfortunate.
But you're supporting a gun club owner who says that it's a holiday tradition for kids to pose with Santa and a machine gun, and it seems to me that this is taking this fetishization of guns. And as you know, Noel, I am no opponent of gun ownership in the United States, and in fact, I'm a competitive shooter occasionally. I mean, not in any big professional way. It's mostly me and my brother, but. I don't have a problem with that. I don't hunt. I just have no interest in killing anything. But I'm not some absolute no way, never. But a 7-year-old, taking a picture with maybe a toy BB gun. Maybe. I mean, frankly I had one when I was 7 years old. The Annie Oakley special, or maybe it was the. Who was Annie Oakley's, what was it, Roy Rogers, wasn't it? No. Yeah, the Roy Rogers, I had the Roy Rogers special when I was a little kid. But that wasn't an AK-47. That was not a weapon of war. That was not something that is designed. The whole theory of, back then was that you rode your horse around the Wild West and you carried a gun mostly to protect yourself from snakes.
Well, maybe the picture of the child with his AK-47 or M16 sitting on Santa's lap is intent to be a message to the Islamists that want to, make America an Islamic nation subject to Sharia law. And if people want to, express themselves, they have a First Amendment right, and they want to express themselves utilizing their Second Amendment with their child, let them have that. There are many things people do that I may not necessarily agree with, but I respect their right to creatively do what they do.
That makes a lot of sense.
On another.
Somebody over in Pakistan, a drone comes down and kills their brother and their 10-year-old niece, and they're really, really upset with America. And I mean, this is actually the story of the Times Square bomber, as you probably know. He had family that was killed by a drone strike, and so they decide they're thinking about coming to America to blow us up in revenge for that. For our killing their innocent civilians. and but they decide first to look at Christmas pictures on the internet. And going through the Christmas pictures, they see some 7-year-olds with AK-47s, and they say, gee, maybe we shouldn't go to America. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying, if a person wants to express themselves and say, hey, we're going to protect Christmas from those who want to do away with it, then let them express themselves.
But a 7-year-old?
It doesn't hurt anyone.
A 7-year-old? Really?
Look, I have a 7-month-old son, and I assure you, when he's 5, he's going to get a .22 rifle. In fact, I don't think I'm going to even let him have a toy gun. To me, a toy gun is an oxymoron. It's oxymoronic. But he will have a
well, the BB gun that I have.
Under my adult supervision and instruction, and I will teach him the safety and danger of it. And in fact, I shouldn't be so worried about him having a real .22 rifle. I should be more worried about it when he goes swimming or when he gets in a car, which the statistics have shown is more likely to lead to his death than a firearm through an accidental and or intentional shooting. And you don't have to take my word for it. Just go to the Centers for Disease Control, where the government nicely keeps the statistics of what kills our children. It's not guns. Well, if they do on occasion, but there's more greater threats and dangers to our children than firearms. And
but you know, if you've looked at the CDC stats, that the number of kids who are killed by guns accidentally or as suicide attempts vastly outweighs the number of kids who are involved in some sort of a firefight where they protect themselves with a gun. It's virtually non-existent. Well, again, the question, and I get it. You want to give your kid a 22. Why a 22 and not a .357 Magnum? I mean, if you're going to give them a weapon of death, why not just go all the way?
Because I don't think you'll be able to handle a .357 Magnum.
Because the kick would hurt him
as a child, as a 5-year-old. But I do think you'll be able to handle a .22 rifle, a 22.
Then
why not?
Why not do something like why not do what my dad did with me and give him a BB gun that actually you can use for target practice? I mean, my brother and I set up a target thing in our backyard, and we used to shoot the BB guns at that target thing. I mean, and if we missed or if we hit somebody, it didn't kill them. I mean, you could take an eye out. It's one of the reasons why there's not so many BB guns around. But those were different times, I suppose. But it's still, I don't get this fetishizing of guns. Other than maybe some people are just deeply insecure and they feel like they have to have something that's big and long and goes bang.
Maybe some people do. I don't have it because of that. I lived most of my adult life without a gun until somebody tried to break into my residence. The problem with the BB gun is I think that would encourage my child to maybe shoot another kid and maybe shoot birds. Like you, I'm a big gun advocate. Well, but I don't, I have to support hunters' rights, but for me, that's nothing I'm going to do when I got a local grocery store as long as I decide to continue eating meat. But I don't encourage hunting. I'm definitely not going to encourage my child, whether he decides to do that when he gets older.
But you're not going to join me in condemning a group that's putting 7-year-olds and Santa in the same picture with an assault weapon.
I see nothing wrong with it. We might think it's a little kooky. It might not be for you. It might not be for your child or your grandchild. But if some parent wants to do that, and maybe they're teaching their children, most of the adult friends that I have that were raised around guns, that had guns in their home, because I grew up in a redneck area of Florida, a little town called Plant City. Right. Guns were aplenty.
Those people respect guns. No, I don't disagree with you on that. I just, the Christmas picture is the part that makes me crazy. Neil, we're out of time, but thanks for dropping by. Neil Flasterstein.
Have me on.